For decades, we were told the solution was simple. Take a supplement, check a box, move on. But what if everything you believed about vitamin D, where it comes from, what it does, and why so many of us are still suffering, was dangerously, quietly wrong? Over 1 billion people worldwide are deficient in vitamin D, not in remote, sunless regions, in cities, in offices, in homes, with every modern comfort. The question isn't why some people lack it. The question is why almost all of us do, despite decades of public health advice. Vitamin D is not truly a vitamin. It is a hormone, one of the most ancient signaling molecules in the human genome. It speaks directly to your DNA. Scientists have identified over 2,000 genes it regulates. And yet, for most of the 20th century, medicine reduced it to a bone nutrient. That was the first lie. Every cell in your body has a receptor built specifically for vitamin D. It begins not in a pill or a food, but right here, in your blood. A cholesterol-like molecule called 7-dehydrocholesterol drifts quietly through your circulation, waiting. Most people have no idea this process even exists. When ultraviolet B radiation from sunlight strikes the skin, it triggers a photochemical reaction that converts 7-dehydrocholesterol into pre-vitamin D3. This happens in seconds. But here is what nobody told you. Glass blocks UVB entirely. Every window in your home is an invisible barrier to this process. Pre-vitamin D3 is heat sensitive. The warmth of your skin isomerizes it into vitamin D3, the form that enters your bloodstream. But this is only the raw material. What your body does next with it is where the real story begins, and where conventional medicine has misled millions. Vitamin D3 travels first to the liver, where it undergoes its first chemical transformation. An enzyme called CYP2R1 converts it into 25-hydroxyvitamin D, the form your doctor measures in a standard blood test. Most people believe this is the active form. It is not. The real activation is still one step away. The final and most critical transformation happens here, in the kidney. The enzyme CYP27B1 converts 25-hydroxyvitamin D into calcitriol, the fully active hormonal form. This is the molecule that enters cell nuclei and changes gene expression. And this step, crucially, can be blocked. More on that shortly. When calcitriol binds to the vitamin D receptor, the VDR, it becomes a powerful transcription factor. It physically enters the cell nucleus and switches genes on and off. Immune genes, inflammatory genes, cancer-suppressing genes. This is not a bone nutrient. This is one of your body's most powerful biological regulators. Yes, vitamin D governs calcium absorption in the gut. Yes, it is essential for bone density. These facts are true. But they represent perhaps 5% of its biological role. The medical establishment's obsession with bones allowed a far greater story, one involving your immune system, your brain, your heart, to go untold for generations. In the small intestine, vitamin D directly upregulates a protein called calbindin, which captures dietary calcium and shuttles it across intestinal cells into the bloodstream. Without adequate vitamin D, you could consume vast amounts of calcium and absorb almost none of it. The supplement you take means nothing if the mechanism is broken. Here, in the lymph nodes and tissues of the immune system, vitamin D's influence becomes extraordinary. It regulates the production and function of T cells, natural killer cells, and macrophages. Deficiency is now strongly associated with increased susceptibility to infections, autoimmune conditions, and, in emerging research, certain cancers. Macrophages, your body's frontline pathogen destroyers, actually convert inactive vitamin D into its active form themselves, locally, within infected tissue. They don't wait for the kidney, they manufacture their own activation. This local immune conversion was discovered only in the early 2000s. It rewrote everything we thought we understood. Vitamin D receptors are found throughout the brain, in the prefrontal cortex, the hippocampus, the cerebellum. Vitamin D modulates the synthesis of dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. This is why chronic deficiency is so consistently linked to depression, cognitive decline, and, in longitudinal studies, significantly elevated risk of dementia. In neurons, vitamin D acts as a neuroprotective agent. It reduces oxidative stress, modulates calcium signaling across synaptic membranes, and suppresses neuroinflammation. Studies comparing populations with adequate versus deficient vitamin D levels show measurable differences in cognitive test performance. The brain is, in every sense, a vitamin D-dependent organ. Cardiomyocytes, the cells that power your heart, are densely populated with vitamin D receptors. Deficiency is independently associated with hypertension, heart failure, and arterial stiffness. Vitamin D suppresses a hormone system called the renin-angiotensin pathway, which directly regulates blood pressure. Your heart is listening to sunlight in ways medicine is only beginning to quantify. The endothelium, that single-cell thick lining of every blood vessel in your body, is profoundly affected by vitamin D status. It regulates endothelial inflammation, nitric oxide production, and vascular tone. Populations living at higher latitudes, with less sun exposure year-round, show significantly higher rates of cardiovascular mortality. This is not coincidence. Beta cells in the pancreas, the cells that produce insulin, express vitamin D receptors. Deficiency impairs insulin secretion and increases peripheral insulin resistance. Epidemiological data consistently show that populations with low vitamin D levels have dramatically higher rates of type 2 diabetes. This connection has been known for over 30 years and remains criminally underemphasized in clinical practice. Muscle weakness is one of the most overlooked symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. VDRs in skeletal muscle regulate protein synthesis, calcium-dependent contraction, and mitochondrial function. In older adults, deficiency is a significant and correctable contributor to falls, fractures, and the accelerated muscle loss we call sarcopenia. Most physicians never test for it. When vitamin D is chronically low, the parathyroid glands release excess parathyroid hormone in a desperate attempt to maintain blood calcium. This secondary hyperparathyroidism quietly leaches calcium from your bones, damages kidney tubules, and promotes vascular calcification. It is a slow, invisible cascade, and it begins long before any symptom appears. Here is one of the most important and least discussed facts about vitamin D. It is fat-soluble. In individuals with high body fat, vitamin D is captured and stored inside adipose tissue, reducing the amount circulating in the blood. This is why obese individuals almost universally test deficient, and why their required supplementation dose is substantially higher than standard guidelines recommend. This brings us to the most dangerous lie of all. Millions take vitamin D supplements and believe their job is done. But vitamin D3 requires fat for absorption. Taken without a meal containing dietary fat, a significant proportion passes through your gut unabsorbed. The supplement itself is only the beginning of a far more complex biological story. Vitamin D cannot be activated without magnesium. Every enzymatic conversion, from skin to liver to kidney, requires magnesium as a cofactor. Yet over half the population is estimated to be magnesium deficient. This means millions of people are supplementing with vitamin D that their body literally cannot process. The deficiency beneath the deficiency, almost never addressed. The sun is not optional. Supplementation can partially compensate, but solar UVB also initiates biological responses in skin, nitric oxide release, endorphin production, circadian rhythm entrainment, that no capsule replicates. Our ancestors evolved under daily sun exposure. The modern indoor life is, in a very real biological sense, a deviation from our original design. The difference between vitamin D sufficiency and deficiency is not visible to the human eye. It happens here, at the level of gene expression, organelle function, and cellular communication. Over time, the cumulative effects of chronic insufficiency reshape tissue, impair organ function, and silently alter disease risk across every major system in the body. Autoimmune disease, where the immune system attacks the body's own tissue, is significantly more prevalent at higher latitudes. Multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, inflammatory bowel disease. Vitamin D is a potent immune modulator. It promotes regulatory T-cell activity, suppresses inflammatory pathways, and helps teach the immune system the critical difference between self and non-self. At the level of cell division, vitamin D exerts perhaps its most profound and most suppressed influence. It promotes cellular differentiation, inhibits uncontrolled proliferation, and induces apoptosis in damaged cells. Population studies consistently find inverse relationships between vitamin D status and colorectal, breast, and prostate cancer incidence. This is not fringe science. It is decades of accumulated evidence. What you have witnessed is not the story of a vitamin. It is the story of a hormone that governs immunity, cardiovascular health, neurological function, metabolic regulation, and genetic expression simultaneously. There is no organ in your body that is indifferent to vitamin D status. There is no system that operates optimally in its absence. This molecule is fundamental. The most important first step is measurement, not assumption. A 25-hydroxyvitamin D blood test reveals your true status. Most conventional laboratories define sufficiency at 20 nanograms per milliliter. Many researchers and clinicians now argue optimal function requires 40 to 60. The gap between those numbers is where chronic disease quietly accumulates. You were born with the machinery to harness one of the most powerful biological signals on this planet. It requires sunlight, magnesium, dietary fat, and knowledge. The lie was never that vitamin D mattered. The lie was that it only mattered a little. Now you know differently. Take that knowledge into the light.